Today's episode of Ham Radio 2.0 is brought to you by MFJ. MFJ sells antennas, analyzers, connectors, meters, amps, and accessories. Extensive research and development goes into the ham radio communication hobby business. New products are constantly on the horizon as MFJ realizes that to stay on top, it must continue to create and innovate. The main source for inspiration for new products comes from MFJ's growing customer base. MFJ receives many letters and phone calls from its clients requesting new equipment to be built. Other requests come in formally, in person, and in hamfests. For anything ham radio related, shop mfjenterprises.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Carrie, Katie5YIZ, and you're watching Ham Radio 2.0, which is available on YouTube and livefromthehamshack.tv. To find me, you can check into the Women of Hamnet every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Central. For more information, go to womenofham.com.
Okay, guys, good evening. Welcome to Ham Radio 2.0. My name's Jason. I'm KC5HWB, Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Today we're going to be connecting two mesh nodes together, tunneled over the internet. So we're cheating. We're using the internet. But we're going to connect two mesh nodes together and run a Openspot. One is a client, one is a server. We're going to run an Openspot over the mesh network. Mine's going to be the client, and Darryl's is going to be the server. And we're going to make them talk to one another. So this will be the first time I've done this. And I'll get into later on in the video. I'll mention what exactly we need to. So what? So why do you want to connect over a mesh network that's tunneled through the internet? Well, it's an experiment, is what it is. So I'll get into that later. We'll talk about that. Talk about what we're trying to do. So see my Cowtown Hamfest T-shirt. That was a good show. Go out there and hit me up on Facebook. Go to patreon.com/ham radio. You can support this series by giving monthly donations. Monthly donations of $1. $1 a month. Yeah, that's what. If I had 100 people give me $1 a month, I could do a lot more with the series than I'm doing with it now. 1,000 people, $1 a month. That's $12 for a year. What can you do with that? A lot. So it's all about quantity. I don't need you to donate $1,000. I'd much rather have 1,000 subscribers donating $1. Because $1, I mean, I'll buy you a cup of coffee the next time I see you. It's more than $1. But anyway, I'm babbling. So let's take a look at this video. Thank you for watching. If you found me on YouTube, go hit up my website, livefromthehamshack.tv. And you can see all the episodes I've done. Planning on doing a lot more episodes coming up with mesh networking from the AREDN folks. 73. Let's get started on the video.
Hey Jason, I'm Darryl Quinn, K5DLQ, or should I say Kilo 5 Delta Lima, Quebec. I'm a member of the AREDN development team. We produce all the mesh firmware for the Ubiquiti and TP-Link devices.
Good.
And just wanting to explore with some DMR stuff and loving the Openspot, and thought we'd try some digital stuff.
That sounds great. Okay, thank you for being on the show, Darryl. Looking forward to catching up with you at Dayton for sure, and just seeing what other kind of activities we can get on the mesh.
Let's look at the Vlan membership and make sure that they're tagged right.
Okay.
So VLAN 1 should all be tagged except for 5, so it untags things going out
right
to your home network. Let's go to VLAN 20 or 11, I think, yeah. And they're all untagged on 11. That's right. And you've got your PoE adapter, you've got that LAN port from the PoE plugged in to port number 2, I think you said?
No, that's plugged into port number 1.
Port 1, okay.
Yeah, the PC's plugged into port 2. The LAN adapter from the PoE connected to the mesh, or to the, it's a Ubiquity bullet is what it is. The LAN adapters is going into port 1.
Okay. I wonder. Hang on, let me see if I can get to my switch.
Okay.
Because I've got the same. I've got it. I think I may have it slightly different configuration, but let me get into it.
Yeah, the config screens all look differently until I finally brought up the web interface, and then it was like, oh, that looks like the screenshots you were telling me. So. Yeah,
they actually changed. Netgear changed over to kind of that web-based interface about a year ago.
Okay.
But I think they're still shipping with their crappy little utility.
Well, I've got my home router's a Netgear, but I've had it for like 7-8 years, something like that. So it's an older one. It's a WR300, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it works fine. I mean, there's nothing in the world wrong with it, so I've never changed it. But I could probably use with whatever that latest one is after type in.
Yeah. Yeah, the AC stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the 802.11.AC.
Let's see, 1043, 8194, 1043, 8194. Yeah, I may not be able to get to mine from here.
While you're looking, I'm going to go grab, I realize that I'm running on battery power on my laptop. I don't want it to crash on us, or die on us, I should say. Let me go get my power adapter right back.
Yep, there you are.
Yep. Yeah, it, every now and then it'll do that. Over the last hour, I've seen it do it twice. It just drops. Skype comes up and says no internet connection, and on the sys down there, it's just I don't know. So
just goes away.
It goes away, and then it comes back after like 2 minutes. So do not know.
All right, I finally got into my switch. I'm thinking what we may do is change one of the ports, because you've got an extra LAN port. Let's change that port and take it off of VLAN 1. Because I'm thinking, and I'm not a switch expert here, but I'm thinking it may be preferring the WAN connection over the node. Picking up an IP there.
Okay.
So let's take I don't think you don't have anything in port 4, right?
Right. Yeah, port 4 is the only blank one right now.
So let's take port 4 and we'll basically remove it from VLAN 1.
So change it to untagged or change it to blank?
Change it to 11 only. On VLAN 11 only. And then it would be blank on VLAN 1.
Be blank on VLAN 1. Okay, so blank, and then go to 11, and change it to T. Okay, so let's try that. See if I drop my connection. Okay. Shouldn't. I'm not messing with... You cannot remove port 4 from this VLAN. Change its PVID first.
Yeah, you have to go to that, let's see, default.
The port PVID?
Yeah. Port PVID and make it like PVID 11. Oh, actually, that may be it. What is your PC's plugged into 2, right?
Correct. Yes.
What's the PVID?
1. They're all 1.
They're all 1. Okay.
They're all,
the PVID. That's the deal.
The PVID's all 1.
So let's change that. You want to share your screen?
Yeah. Let me click on that again. Call right there. Okay. You see it?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, let's change because what this PVID essentially is what is the default VLAN if one is not specified on the traffic coming in and out of the port.
Okay.
So right now it's defaulting to WAN.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to change ports 1 through 4 to pvit 11.
Okay, I bet that's going to jack up my connection. We'll see, though. Okay. Boom. Okay. Still hear me? I hear your dog in the background.
Okay, I think we are ready to start setting up tunnels.
Okay. Good, let's do it.
So the first thing is I need to share my screen, and because I'll set it up on my side first, because I'll be the server, because it's easier to be in the server because you don't have to set up all the port forwarding when you're just a tunnel client.
Okay.
In your home router. So if you'll stop sharing, let me start sharing.
Okay.
And there, share. Screen 2. Okay, you see that?
Yes, I got you.
All right, so under the setup menu, we are going to go, I'm going to go, since I'm going to be the tunnel server, and this is, when you're talking to somebody about AREDN tunnels, someone has to be the server, someone has to be the client, or, you can have many clients.
Sure, I got you. Yeah.
So I'm going to go to the tunnel server, and you kind of get this when there's nothing on the screen, right, because I don't have any defined. So the first thing we do is define one. This client is, what is your node name that you will be connecting into me with? Right, so it's what, KC5, HWB dash something, right?
Dash 2.
So that's your node name, your bullet that's right beside you.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to assign you a password, hamradio20. Oops, can't see that. hamradio20.
Okay.
So that is the information that you're going to need. I need to enable this as a connection on my side.
Okay.
So on your client page, what you're going to need is you'll need this password.
Okay.
And this network number. So you'll need to write that down. 172.31. Dot 21.212. I wrote it down.
172.31.21.212.
That's it.
Okay.
So I'm going to make sure my enable box is checked here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to save changes.
Now you're doing this on your switch? No, you're on your node.
I'm on my node that is my normal tunnel server node.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
This happens to be a NanoStation M2.
Okay. Okay. Good.
So this is checked. It's enabled. There's your client that I'm going to allow to connect in with this password, and this is the network number that we're going to share.
Okay. Okay.
So now you can share your screen, and we'll go walk through on your side.
Okay.
Yep. So go setup.
Okay. I guess that was
root.
Is it? Yeah, that's right. Boy, it's been a long time. I think I did. Nope. I probably did this one then. Huh. I'll get it. It's one of my go-tos, I'm sure. There it is.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
So since you're going to be a client, you're going to go to Tunnel Client.
Tunnel Client. Gotcha.
Now, you'll need to install the Tunnel software. You can because you are connected to the internet.
Right. Yeah.
So click the button and it'll pull down all the right packages.
Good. Okay.
And then it'll reboot.
It's possible that this well, it reboots. We're gonna lose connection again. I guess, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Fun stuff. It's possible that I'm a version of firmware behind on this one too. I've not plugged up this bullet in couple of months, something like that.
Yeah,
so.
we had a security patch released, 3.16.1.1.
I might have had it up since then. I don't remember when I last updated it, but anyway. Boom. Yep, I lost him. Just lost him. So, node is rebooting. When the status 4 LED is solid, you can reconnect. It's still flashing. Still flashing. There, it's solid. Okay. Solid now. Boom, boom. Connect here. Good deal. Call him back.
Okay.
Okay. So it
So
told me to wait until the LED number 4 was solid, which it was, and then it said I could reconnect in the node, which I just did.
Okay.
Let me click on this again. Come on. Don't talk back to me. Share screen. Right there.
And luckily, that's the last reboot we'll have to do.
Right, right. Yeah. Okay, root. That.
Yeah, you were talking about being a version back, you thought, on the node.
Right,
And yeah.
yeah.
You're 3.16.1.0. We did release a security patch
Okay.
last month, 3.16.1.1.
Oh, okay.
And then last week, we released our 3.17.1.0 release candidate 1.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll update that here after we're done with our stuff. That won't matter for what we're doing now, will it?
No.
Okay.
No,
all right.
not at
I'll
all.
worry about it later. Okay. So tunnel client. Let's see. Okay. There we go.
Okay, good. So the server name, what this field is, how do you get to me?
Right.
Okay, so
yeah. Of course. Yeah.
I could give you my public IP address of my router.
Yeah. You have a
Or
you have a
I've set
dynamic
up a dynamic
DNS
DNS
or
name.
something. So okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So dman776 at noip.me. Sorry, not at, but dot. dman76
At or
dot
no IP.
no IP
Gotcha.
dot,
Yeah.
dot me. And then your password,
Yep.
hamradio20. And then that magic network number that
That's
we
your
wrote
server
down.
IP. Yeah. Okay. Enable.
And then hit the enabled, yep.
Mhm.
And then add.
Okay.
And then hit save changes. You see the black cloud there under the active column?
Yes.
Will change if everything works.
Okay. If it connects. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Mine didn't save for some reason.
It says configuration saved and is now active, but my cloud is still white.
Yep. Let me do something on my side. I think I didn't.
Save something over there.
It may not have saved KC5HWB-2. Yeah, it's not saving for me. I do have we'll say a little bit of test code on this node. So.
Oh, okay.
Let me do one thing. I'm going to put my old configuration back in it, my normal production config.
Okay.
Won't be able to share screens after that unless you could blur out the passwords if you want to record that.
No, that's fine. We just not a big deal.
All right. Here.
Yeah, I was going to say you might want to. I don't know if you want to change anything after this or not, but
Yeah, I'd set this up as just kind of, I'll wipe my production file and put
Okay.
a blank in. So.
Okay. I might get, after we're done here, if the test is successful and everything, I might get you to set me up on a permanent or semi-permanent, however you want to do, tunnel connection, so I can just leave this thing running. I've got a nano station I'm going to put up on my house. My house is a 2-story house, and it doesn't have... It's all 2-story, like it's a big square, so I can't get up on the roof without going all the way up to it.
Yeah.
But it's like my chimney's like 27, the bottom of my chimney's like 27 feet in the air, and then the top of the chimney's like 31 or something like that. So I've got a 20-foot mast I'm going to strap to my chimney and put probably 15, 20-foot mast, something like that, put a nano station up on top of it and point it towards a local water tower here with an AREDN, a couple of AREDN nodes on it, I think. I should be able to get into the pretty good network we got out here. It's growing network we got out here, I should say.
Yeah, it's exploding. Look at the map every once in a while. It's just they're everywhere up in the North Dallas area.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you'll need to make one change to your tunnel client. That network number is going to be a little bit different.
Okay. All right.
This config, so it'll be 172.31 still.
Yep.
But then 182.72.
Okay.
And if you change that and then hit the save changes.
Right. Okay.
Verify that it's saved. Okay.
Oh, there it is. My cloud is blue now with an arrow pointed up.
Got the blue cloud, and now my cloud is blue. So now, if you go to the node status page.
Okay.
And then mesh status.
There we go.
That current neighbors is me, and you'll see as those LQ and LQ things increase up to 100%, that name will resolve, then you'll start seeing a bunch of other stuff.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. How many nodes are you connected to right now? Just AirLink? OVR? OTA?
Actually, these are all my test nodes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys have a network down there, right?
We do. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm still out of range, so I tunnel into somebody temporarily until we get some links up.
Is there? Do you have anything down towards Galveston?
You know, there's not much past Conroe, which is kind of where we are. The Woodlands, we've got a couple there on the the tallest building there in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
But really not much past there. Basically, we're covering Montgomery County.
Okay.
A lot up by Lake Conroe.
My wife and I bought a beach house in Galveston in January, and we rent it out by the week. It's a vacation rental. Yeah,
like a VRBO kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's a company down there that does it for us, so it's not on VRBO, but yeah, it's the same sort of thing. So I want to put a mesh node down there with a weather station connect to it through a Raspberry Pi, but there's nothing down there as far as mesh networking, so I'm gonna have to tunnel it back somewhere.
Yeah, you have to tunnel back to your house.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, I may do that.
Where are you? East Beach or where?
Bermuda Beach.
Bermuda Beach.
Just right closer to town, past
Stewart.
No, it's after Stewart Beach, but it's before Pirates Beach.
Okay.
Pirates Beach and what's the other one? Gosh, I've drawn a blank. Yeah, Bermuda Beach is really small. It's right in there next to Pirates Beach and there's a repeater down there at there's an analog repeater down there. Why can't I? I'm drawing a total blank on that. I'll think of it here in a second.
Is it on the Gulf side or the Bay side?
It's on the Gulf side. Yeah, it's actually just 2 rows back from the ocean, and there's not a house on the lot in front of us.
Oh wow!
So that'll be nice until they build a house there. But it's a great view. So
yeah, hit your refresh button there.
Okay.
You should see more.
There we go.
Now.
Okay.
Yep. Good.
Okay, and this services you've got open. So are you writing a service for the Openspot, or how is that working?
Nope, I just registered. Let me share my screen.
Make sure you don't have any passwords.
Yep, I can share this one.
Am I sharing my screen with you? No, I'm not. Okay.
Share screen there.
Okay.
So under setup, what I did, I went into this DHCP port forwarding, DHCP and services.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Okay.
And
you just called it Openspot. Okay.
I gave my Openspot a dedicated IP, right?
Gotcha.
So it's basically a static IP, so it always gets this IP.
Gotcha.
And then I created, the service. It just links to port 80.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could actually click on it and you'd get my login screen for my Openspot.
For your Openspot. Awesome.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is the kind of thing, this is the kind of neat stuff that I'm really interested in because it's high-tech stuff. So
yeah, digital and
right.
Exactly. So if I go in, I guess the next steps for us are to go in here. I did upload the newest beta today that came out for OpenSpot. It gives you, you can do a, what is it, 9,000. If you make a private call to 9,000, it actually reads back the IP address of your OpenSpot.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty cool.
I don't mess with the beta firmware. It's
OpenSpot IP address.
There you go.
10.43.8.1.53.
Yeah. So it
Nice.
is on the mesh. So.
Good. Okay.
All right. So let me change. Let's create a new profile. Let's use one. This is a fantastic little device, by the way.
It is. Yeah.
I am so impressed.
Yep. I've got a lot of good feedback on it. And I've got one here that I just leave running at the house. I don't even really ever touch it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there we are. We've got, let's change the name to, let's see, Mesh Tunnel.
Right. Now I need to do this on my side too, or?
Yep, so you'll,
Okay.
I guess we'll keep it the same. I'll be the server and you can be the client.
Okay. Okay, so are we connecting to each other or are we connecting to Brandmeister through the mesh?
So we're going to use the connector, which is this guy, that SharkRF
Yeah, the Shark
IP
yeah.
connector. So
Yeah.
it'll be just between us.
That would just be between us, okay.
It's a little private network.
Let's see. Yep, I've done that a couple of times with some of my buddies up here. Openspot. Ooh. Doesn't like that. Oh, let's see. Do I have... Okay, I got to figure out what IP it's assigning my...
Oh, to your OpenSpot?
Right, yeah, because
So,
it's not
yep.
resolving the name OpenSpot.
So you can, if you don't want to know the IP, you can type openspot.local and it'll find it.
Let me try that.
Or I can tell you how to go in through the AREDN screens and you can actually see it.
Openspot.local doesn't resolve either.
Okay.
Usually I can just type in OpenSpot if it's on my router at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't like that when it's plugged into the mesh. Okay.
So let me stop sharing and you can share. We can walk you through.
Sure.
And if you want, you can set up as an advertised service like I did. All right, so you can just click on it. And,
That's probably exactly what I'll do. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. See me?
So yep. So just quit that screen, and we're going to go into the setup screen.
I gotta come up with a better naming convention. I'm gonna. This is back when we didn't really have anything going on out here, but there's been some naming conventions pop up here lately.
Yep.
So okay.
So go to port forwarding, DHCP, and services. And in order to set up a service, you have to have it as a reserved address. So that's the first thing. Let's see, no active leases. Unplug your OpenSpot's Ethernet and replug it. Let's see if it'll get an address.
Okay. All right, it's thinking. They're showing.
Is it red? Still flashing red?
No, the modem's flashing red. The rest of them are green, and the red stopped.
Okay, so now go to refresh this page.
Yeah.
On the node.
There we go.
Yep.
Add.
So click the add button there. So that basically puts it up into the boxes above.
Right.
And OpenSpot will be the name. It'll be at that address. And then you can also give it an advertised service name like OpenSpot.
That's fine. Okay.
Click the link box. It'll be a clickable link when it shows up. And it's HTTP. And the next drop down, you're going to pick, instead of the node itself, you're going to pick OpenSpot.
Okay.
Port 80 is the next field.
Okay.
And click Add. And hit Save at the top. Save changes.
Okay.
So now you've just created an advertised service that will appear on my screen where I'll see your node that says OpenSpot. And actually there's one thing I didn't do, but the naming convention for host names should be unique. We don't enforce it.
Yeah.
But let's say, okay, because you just put OpenSpot. If I typed in, ping OpenSpot, it would find you. Right, find that particular entry. If I also had not named mine unique, like with my call sign -OpenSpot, if I just named mine OpenSpot, it's random if you're going to get mine or yours.
I see. Okay.
Because they're both named the same on the mesh.
On the mesh. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So best practice says, prefix your host name with like your call sign. So
when you say host name, you mean this right here.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So just change it now. We can fix that.
Dot or dash or what?
I'd do dash.
Dash? Okay.
There you go.
And just save?
And then save again.
Okay.
So now that's a little more guaranteed to be unique on the mesh.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the clubs up here came up with a naming convention, but it doesn't match what another club is using, and it's kind of pish-posh out here. But, I mean, at least it's something. They're unique names, so yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now if you go to your node status, you should see the service advertisement. I'll do the same here on mine. Yep, I see OpenSpot. It didn't update your host name because there's timings, but that's okay. Yeah, if you power off your node for about 5 minutes, the cache is expired and it kind of will come back as the new name.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So yeah, now you should be able to click on OpenSpot there.
From yours?
Nope, on your side. Where's your side?
Are you looking?
I don't see it on your side.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Go back to setup and let's go back into that services page.
It removed. I think I know why. It removed when I changed the name of it. It removed this over here.
Oh, yep.
So
yep, you got to redo that.
I just am I going to call it KC5H or do I just call it OpenSpot?
OpenSpot's fine because this one doesn't matter if it's unique or not. It's just kind of the text of the link.
Gotcha. Come on. There you go. Add. Save. Okay. Now node status, right?
Now go to node status, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, there it is. You may see 2 entries just because of that kind of cache issue.
I don't see anything on my side. On my screen.
Go to mesh status.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if I went to that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so local host. It's under local host. Gotcha. It's
so
just
now
one.
You click that.
Okay.
And it'll go.
And that takes me to my. Gotcha. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Not secure, it says right here. Okay. Settings.
Yeah, I just went into settings and created a different profile. Just, I think you can copy. This is your normal one
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
DMR. Go down, where it says copy. I do copy active slot to slot number 1 or something like that. That way it gets all your frequency information.
Yeah. Just copy, change this number, this drop down first or not?
Yeah, so it's already at 1, so that's
Yeah.
the available one. So I think you're at 0 currently. Right, if you scroll up top.
Yeah, 0 default. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're
Okay.
0, so copy to 1. Just
Gotcha.
hit the copy button.
I've never used the profiles in this software before.
Yeah, I've got one for D-Star and one for DMR,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now a third for IP to IP.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you
Alright.
can name the profile there and hit save. Actually, we need to switch profiles first. So on the top box, let's switch to 2, or switch to 1. Yep, and then hit change. And then it'll reboot. And give it a second, reload, log back in. Yeah, you may not have, let's see if openspot.local may not work. Type in your call sign -openspot, or you can go back to that mesh status and click the link.
Let's see if I can do it this way. There it is.
Yep.
All right.
All right, profile 1, change the name to mesh direct IP or whatever you want.
Okay.
And save.
Okay.
And then we'll go to connectors. And I'm going to select Shark IP connector server.
Mm-hmm.
My modem frequency is right. I'm not putting a password in. And I've just now switched.
I do client though, right?
Yep, you do client.
Yep. Okay. Frequency. Let's change this. This is what I use here. Where am I? 4? Yeah.
Now I need to figure out what port I need to forward.
Okay.
Actually, I don't need to. Never mind. Because we're on the mesh, so we're both on the 10 network.
Yeah. Yeah.
So server.
Yeah. Server address.
You can actually put K5DLQ-openspot
Okay.
and add server, I think.
Yep.
And save.
Okay.
And I don't know, is there a way to tell if you're connected or not?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, on the status page, waiting for client connection. What does yours show?
Mine shows active
Standby.
connection profile. Yeah, it shows standby. Mm-hmm.
Oh, active connector is still homebrew. We didn't switch your connector.
Oh,
Go back to connectors.
I probably missed it. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. No, I didn't even check that.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. I just didn't click switch
Didn't
to
hit
select.
switch to.
Yeah. That. Save. Status. Connector connecting. Standby.
Yep, mine's in standby.
Okay.
So, not sure how we talk. I think it just routes everything, doesn't it?
You know what? I've only tried with one talk group, so I've got The talk group, surely the talk group matters. I'm on Texas statewide. I'm on 3148.
Okay.
KC5
Test 1, 2.
test. I saw myself key up. Go ahead and key up again.
Yep, I see you. Let's see. K5DOQ testing.
I'm not getting you on my status screen or on my radio, either one.
Wonder if I do a private call to your call.
You try that.
K5DOQ.
No.
Nothing. I see you on my status.
You said 3148141?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Modem mode on my screen is D-Star for some reason.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
That's probably not right.
That'll do it.
DMR hotspot. Save.
I just saw talk.
SharkRF client connected.
Yep. SharkRF client connected, I think it said. So let me go back to Texas statewide.
All right.
K5DOQ testing.
There it is. I got you. I see you on my screen. You just got across my radio also. KC5 HWB testing 1 2 3. There we go.
Yep, got it. That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty cool. So now we're gonna have to get some guy to run a. Everybody's gonna have to buy 2 SharkRFs now, and put one on their network at home and put one on their mesh network. So somebody's got to run a server, and the rest of us can all connect to it.
Yep.
So
you could have a 2-for-1 special.
Right? Yeah.
The mesh special.
Yeah, the mesh special. Buy 2.
Yeah, I was thinking that guy you sent over looking for a tunnel up in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he actually came back, emailed me back, says, yeah, he's got an open spot, and he was going to set it up, and so it'd be kind of cool to have him tunneled into me, on my open spot server, talking to you over the mesh. Right.
He claims, I saw him at the Green Country Ham Fest, which is right outside of Tulsa, about 3 weeks ago. He claims he's got the only mesh node in the state of Oklahoma.
Really?
I'm like, that's a bold statement, dude, but okay. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just like, the whole state, really? So at the very least, he's got the only one in his area. Yeah. And he says he's talked to other people and he can't find anybody with one. That's why he wants to tunnel to us down here, because he wants to be able to use it.
Yeah. I think Dale set him up. Dale Fenley up in Carrollton there. I think set him up with a tunnel connection.
Good deal. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Well, this looks really cool.
Yeah, I guess it operates the exact same way. It's just like, we're not connected to Brandmeister, right? So it's just, our own little talk groups on the mesh.
Well, see, and I guess what would be cool is if you are out somewhere with no internet connection, but you have a mesh node, and you got a portable field day. You got field day. You're out at field day. You set up your portable mesh node. You connect to your existing mesh network via, over the air, like it should be, right? And then you take your open spot with you and you connect it in, and then one of those nodes on the network has a live internet connection, so you've got internet through your mesh, and then you connect via the open spot to the Brandmeister network, and you're online talking to the rest of the world, but you technically have no internet connection except for the mesh.
Yep. In fact, that's effectively how I've been running since I got this open spot and this MD380.
Okay.
Because my normal network connection from my Mac is through my NanoStation here in my office, which has WAN access. Right. So that's how I get internet that way. Right. So I've been talking over this open spot as a mesh device connected to that mesh node for weeks. Okay. And I could have taken my SharkRF, outside, connected it up to my tower node, with another mesh node in a park or whatever, and I'm still on the internet. Right. The only change I would have to make is I would have to advertise the gateway, the mesh gateway, to basically propagate the internet advertisement out,
Okay.
which I normally don't do.
Oh. Sweet.
Awesome.
All right. So now you were the one who I was trading emails with about the presentation at Dayton, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it may have been. I know I started mentioning it to you, and I think Randy Smith, WU2S on our AREDN team. He's mostly coordinating that.
Okay. But you're like part of the same team where Conrad and those guys are, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me,
Okay.
Conrad, Randy, Joe, and Andre.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I got Conrad's presentation at HamCom last year on video, but that's why I was asking if the one at Dayton was going to be different. And I think it was you who said, "Oh, it's going to be totally different." So yeah,
the one for Dayton, it'll be more focused on application usage and things. Yeah. Okay. They're going to be doing a lot of demonstrations. We partnered up with the Miami Valley Mesh Alliance, basically one of the clubs there in Dayton.
Yeah.
So they've got a big booth, and we're sharing it with them. We'll be doing a bunch of demos and demonstrations all day long.
Okay.
Yeah, of different things.
This bullet here I've got has like a 5-foot antenna on it, and I've got galvanized tape on it, weatherproofing tape on it. So I don't want to take it apart, and I don't know if I can take a 5-foot mast on the plane or not.
Yeah.
So I might, but I've got another bullet over there. I've got an unopened bullet somewhere. I've never even taken it out of the box. So I'm going to bring something to Dayton and set it up. I'm going to be at the BridgeCom booth. I'm going to share a booth with those guys, and I'm going to set up my video stuff. And I'd like to just kind of set that up and go. In fact, I'm going to set up one of my hotspots and connect it to I think there's ambient Wi-Fi there. And then set one of my hotspots up, connect it to ambient Wi-Fi, and we've got kind of a private talk group that I'm going to talk back to some of the guys here at home with. And then, but I want to have a mesh node set up because I'm like, man, at HamCom, do you do anything with APRS?
I tinkered with it a little bit here and there, but
at HamCom last year, you pull up the APRS Droid application. There was like literally 150 lines all going to the center of the screen. It was so cool looking. And I'm like, man, everybody's on APRS at HamCom. So I'm like, it's probably going to be 10 times that at Dayton. But on APRS also, but on Mesh, I'm like, man, there's going to be probably a lot of people there with Mesh. So I really want to bring a node and set it up and just kind of tinker around with it. And that kind of thing.
The year before last, before we released AREDN and really brought the channel Neg 2 stuff, right, the Part 97 frequencies.
Yeah.
They tried to do mesh there, but all the Wi-Fi, it was just so saturated, nobody could do anything.
Right.
You couldn't get calls or anything.
Yeah.
Last year, the Miami Valley guys brought channel Neg 2 there and were wildly successful with it when other people were still having Wi-Fi challenges. So.
Yeah.
I would suggest you might just bring a like a NanoStation Loco or something.
Okay.
They're about a $40 device. It's basically a NanoStation, a little less power.
Yeah, no. I've got a NanoStation. My NanoStation, and it's a high power one, but it's sitting right there.
Oh bring that. That would be perfect.
Yeah, I may just but it's not a Loco. It's a high power one.
Yeah, it's full power.
But that's the one I want to put up on the house. I just haven't got up on my 2-story house yet to do it. So. Anyway, okay, cool. So, well, good, man. I appreciate it.
Good deal.
This is really cool. I'll let you know.